Some LED strips from China now, and yeah, these aren't the normal type of LED strips you get. These are white and flexible. Yeah. So instead of being the usual type of LED strip, you get like this with all the LEDs in it. You can bend it that way. You can't bend it, that way. With this, it just bends wherever you want to bend it. Although that way is a bit. Anyway, yeah, I basically went on eBay. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get some of those new side lights you get for cars and all the kind of special, side lights you can make it look like an Audi or a BMW. I already broke this one. Yeah, turns out buying the cheap ones was a bad idea because they break easy. So I guess I'll have to solder that back up. But it's kind of cool to see that it literally just is a really thin strip with loads of small LEDs on them, if it can focus, which is just thread down a hole. And that's basically it, really. It's very simple. And of course the white tube means you can bend it, but this also acts as a diffuser, so you get a solid line of light with no breakages, which is very nice considering, well, having a line of light is much better than having, load of dots of light. When it's turned on, you can see it's pretty bright, which is a good thing because I'm going to be using these in the car, which is what they were sold for, to be put as a sort of side light or always on like day running light in the car. So yes, which of course is why they're flexible and bendy, so you can bend them into the right shape so you can make your light look awesome, kind of thing. I decided to buy two red ones as I'm going to be doing the rear lights of my car. I'm going to be basically making like those BMW style lights, the lines on them. See how well it looks, and it means I can have some day running lights on the back of the car. As you see all these day running lights on the fronts of new cars, but there's none on the back, so it's kind of a waste of time really. They won't be able to see you from the back, but at least they'll see you from the front, unless if they're behind you. That's the problem. I purchased these lights off of eBay for about £6, so I mean that's probably about just under $7. So yeah, they're not expensive, but so I mean obviously we'll just ignore the fact that they've already broken, and I'm gonna have to repair that. I did sit there flapping it around, going, oh, it's so floppy. Yeah, don't do that if you buy them, basically, or buy more expensive ones that are probably slightly better made. But I don't have that kind of money. Here is the light in question. As you can see, I've already done a bit of stuff to it here. This is the original mod I did to try and achieve the same effect as the tubes I've just bought. Unfortunately, it didn't go quite to plan. Just going to try this cable. Yeah, as you can see, I can't even get the wire out, which is a pain. I was hoping to light them up. We'll see if we can. Now, the problem with these is I can't actually run them on 12 volts yet because they're only 2-volt LEDs. So straight away we have a slight problem. So I'll put the power supply up to 2 volts and try and figure out which wire does what, I suppose. There we go, that way. So if we connect them on there. So with this you can already see there's actually a few LEDs that have died, which isn't really that great. Basically, I've got a line of LEDs which I've put a diffuser on. So there we go. I mean, it's not a bad result, but it isn't the best because of course there's gaps and the LEDs aren't working right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to bits and take it apart and basically show you what I did to make it. Well, like this, it definitely might not look the best, but hopefully inside the car or inside the lamp holder and stuff it should look alright. That's the hope anyway. I have done the other one and it actually looks really good, so yeah, hopefully this one will be the same. And it's recorded on that side. Well, it doesn't look amazing like this. Let's just get that out there. It really doesn't, but hopefully it does the job once it's inside the lamp holder. I hope anyway. Oh well. I did the other one, it looks really good actually, so this one should hopefully be the same. That's the idea anyway. Oh yeah, and I soldered the leads back on, but I kind of messed up which one's which. I've had to put a bit of tape on saying that the positive is actually the negative and the positive, wait, the negative is the positive, wait. Yeah, whatever. And there it is, the final product. Obviously the camera does kind of make it look very orange, and actually makes it look like it's a lot lighter here, but it's actually quite dark here compared to that bit there. Yeah. Love it, guys. That is the light in and on and working. I think it looks quite nice. It looks better out, you know, in real life than on camera. This one has 2 points, so it's not lit up fully, which is strange. I'm assuming that's because the lights have stopped working, maybe? Maybe I accidentally pinched them when putting the reflectors back in. It is kind of annoying, but now that I've done it, it's kind of like, I don't want to take it apart again. It is kind of noticeable, but it still looks okay. Maybe the other side of the two will break as well, and then it look equal. Basically, I ran the wire all the way down under all this, all the way to the back, so the wire is nice and hidden. I mean, this stuff was already like that, so yeah, didn't mind pulling it up. It's connected in here. The negative is connected in here because I found a random earth point and some connection that I don't know what's for, but it's not being used. I had to cut that connector up because it was actually too large to fit in there, so nice little botch up there. And the positive comes from the accessories fuse. I might put an extra fuse on the lights, like a 3 amp or something, if I can find a 3 amp, if they exist. If not, I'll use a 5 just to make them a bit safer, but for now I just wanted to get them on. So yeah, so they will work when the ignition's on. Turn the ignition off and they don't work.